Welcome back. My name is Emmanuel Knafo. I'm a founder of DevOps Shield, and today I'm going to show you how to install the DevOps Shield solution from the Azure Marketplace and get started for free. So you can actually protect up to 10 resources for free. So let me show you all how to do that. All right. So there's a couple ways of doing it. You can either go directly into the portal and click on Marketplace, and you could search for DevOps-Shield. You'll certainly find it that way because that's the name of the app. There's other ways of doing it. You could search for some keywords like DevSecOps, and you'll see it in the DevSecOps products. Notice starts at free, so you can go ahead and click that, and that will take you to the DevOps Shield managed Azure application. So there's a description here, a couple of few videos, and some images as well. Descriptions of each of the plans, pricing as well that you could see. And actually, there's links for support as well. One of the best places to get support is actually on our GitHub, so you can click on that. And as you see, you get to the Azure Marketplace support. And this, feel free to post here. And here's where you're going to find the post install script, which is once you've installed it, the application on the marketplace, you'll want to run this script to make your life easy to create the app registration. So you do want to protect this application through an app registration and only allow, for example, people in your tenant or even with certain roles like the DevOps Shield owner or member role to have access in the to the application. So one way is directly to install it is directly going to the marketplace within the portal. The other way is almost that. Maybe start at the website. And if you click www.devopsshield.com, and if you click on quite a few of these links, say the Get Started for Free at the top of the page, then that will take you also to the Azure Marketplace. You could see the similar kind of information with the pictures and videos and so on, the plans and pricing. And all you need to do is get it now. And that's basically going to make sure that you pick your plan. So we want the pay-per-use for the freemium version, which starts at free, of course. And go ahead and click on Continue. So that's essentially going to try to log you into the Azure Marketplace. The Azure portal, but bring you directly into the Azure Marketplace. And here we are. We're back at that same square right there. And I'll take advantage of that. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and create the application right now. So let me go ahead and create it. So you'll want to place the Azure app in a resource group. You can either select an existing one or simply do a create new. So I'm going to call it RG demo DevOps Shield. Click on OK. You can pick a location. These are fairly standard service, so you'll find them in almost any location. So for instance, maybe I'll put it in East US 2. You pick the OS for the plan. So Linux works very well. Otherwise, you can use Windows. So I'm going to stay with Linux, and then just choose a shirt size, small, medium, or large, basically according to the number of resources. Now, resources for all intents and purposes, is essentially the number of repos. You could look at it that way. It's actually a little bit more a little more nuanced than that, but think of it as the number of repos that you have. And if you have, 500 or less repos, then you'll want to take a small. Or if you have more than 500 but less than 5,000, go for the medium size. Otherwise, if you're looking at, thousands and thousands of repos, maybe even greater than 5,000 repos, you'll want to pick a large instance. So I'm okay with the medium, actually. It's always nice to have a fast instance. So let me go ahead and demo. So give it a name, right? So I don't know, demo DevOps Shield, call it what you want. Oh, and there's, obviously some validation. It doesn't want any dashes. So let me just remove those dashes. Okay, now it's happy. You can change the name of the managed resource group, but why? Unless you have specific naming conventions, just go ahead with what's recommended. And then enter your tags, and that's it. So, do what you need to do in terms of tags, in terms of what your organization expects of you. And then click on Create. Now, DevOps Shield will need access, or CAD for DevOps will need access to the subscription to be able to install it. And if you need a service request, we can help you with that. So you'll need to okay the co-admin access permission. It's standard in the Azure Marketplace, but go ahead and read that carefully. So I will agree to the terms and conditions above. And you could review. I've only placed one tag, make sure it's the right location and subscriptions and so on. Make sure basically that this information is correct right here. Looks good to me. So I am going ahead and create. And that's it. So that's all you need to do. It'll take most likely less than 5 minutes, a little over 4 minutes usually it takes to deploy. And so what I'm going to do, we started at 2:53. I'm going to pause the video right now, and then I'll see you once the deployment is done, and we'll come back to this screen.